It's common knowledge that hot and humid weather can sometimes make our hair look as though we put our finger into an electrical outlet. But what about winter weather? The air is colder and drier, and our hair oftentimes shows the strain. Well, this morning we welcome back Brandon Hunt from the Bee Hunt Effect Style Studio to tell us how we can care for our locks throughout the harsh winter months. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. All right. So, Brandon, break down for us. How does cold weather affect our hair?
Well, the effect that cold weather has on the hair, a lot of the cold temperatures and wet temperatures as well, like with snow and rain, they have a expanding effect on the hair strands. So the cold weather will cause the hair to expand. The innermost layer to expand, which will cause breakage. It could cause a lot of frizz and a lot of static.
Frizz. I thought we only had to worry about frizz in the summer months. Okay, so
Right.
split ends. What about like will dandruff flake up more so in the winter months?
Not so much.
Okay.
Not so much. If you're a client that normally has a dandruff issue, the weather doesn't really have an effect on how bad or how intense that condition may be.
All right. So what tips do you have
Mhm.
for us to keep our hair healthy during these winter months?
Okay. First tip I would give you is to not go outside with cold hair. When the hair is saturated with water and you go out into freezing temperatures, what happens is the hair actually fills with ice. So that strand will expand and you will have the ice in it. And that'll cause you to lose the cuticle tiles, which is the outer protective layer of the hair. And of course, the more cuticle tiles you lose, the more damage you'll have.
So we should not go outside with our hair wet in the cooler or winter, cooler temperature months.
No, no, because wet hair in the freezing cold will create a lot of damage. It'll cause that cuticle to expand, which will create more breakage, more static, more frizz.
Okay. All right. What other
Mhm.
tips do you have for us?
The second tip I would give you guys is to beat the heat. Now, when I say beat the heat, I'm referring to the temperatures that you're using when you shower to shampoo the hair. Now, I know it's tempting to really raise the temperature, but you don't want to use scalding hot water when rinsing your conditioner out because what that does is it has a stripping effect on the hair and it's going to cause the scalp to be dehydrated. It'll also cause more frizz and more static as well. So you want to rinse the hair with cold water because it seals the moisture back into the hair, it hydrates the scalp, and then it also helps to eliminate that frizz and static.
I also know keeping your hair hydrated with like oils and not washing your hair as often each week is helpful too in these colder months.
Absolutely, absolutely, because most importantly, you want to give the scalp attention. So using those essential oils to massage into the scalp during these cold months is absolutely great for protection and growth.
All right. Now you also have a good tip of like when we're going to spend time outdoors or just wanting to stay warm. You have a good tip
Yes.
about what we put on our head.
Yes. So you want to make sure you choose the right hat. Now you don't want to just choose any hat, but if most hats are made with a polyester thread, and in combination with this polyester thread and the friction between the hair, it'll cause those cuticle tiles you to lose those cuticle tiles, which will create damage. So I would recommend using a silk bonnet under a hat, or even finding a hat that's already lined with satin or silk in the inside to just further protect the hair from the cold weather and to keep the moisture and the hair healthy.
All right. So if you are going to rock a silk bonnet, just make sure, ladies, that you like tuck it in so you don't see it
That's good.
peeking through your cute hat.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I love the hat you have on right now, by the way. Is it
Thank you.
lined in
Thank you.
silk? Probably not.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's
but,
not.
but you're not outside. You're inside. It's okay. It's
Right.
okay. All
Right.
right. Well, Brandon, this has been very helpful. Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me back.